Hi friends, welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm Jeannie and today we're keeping it super quick and clean with a minimalist nail look with the Bare Series XCoat tips that BTArtbox was kind enough to send to me. I love using their tips as a cheat to quick and beautiful nails, and these have the perfect neutral base. So I'm taking advantage of that and adding a soft flash gel ombre to finish the set in literally half the time. If you love simple, effortless nails that look polished and professional, this one's for you. So let's go ahead and jump into it. They have a good variety of shapes and lengths in this Bare series, but I chose the medium almond because you know I'm an almond girly, but I'm especially excited because most of the Xcoat tips that I've tried from BTArtbox are the short almond. I've tried the short square as well, but I don't believe I've tried the medium almond before. So I wanted to see what a little extra length felt like in these tips. So I'm really excited about that. And even though these were sent to me as PR from BTArtbox, you'll always get my honest opinions on this channel. So we're going to unbox these together and see what they're all about. Off the bat though, they look so pretty. I'm actually really loving the shape and the length of them. But what I really love about this is you get 5 sheets of the tips in their Xcoat series, but for the Bare series, there are 5 different colors. So that was a quick look at all 5 colors that came in this set, and they are such great neutral colors. They're all so pretty, and quite honestly, I don't think there is a color that I wouldn't wear. I actually really love all of them. So it's going to be hard to decide which one I want to use for today's set. But to adhere the tips, I'm going to be trying out the Xcoat Tips Gap Filled Solid Nail Glue. My personal preference when I'm adhering tips is to use a solid nail glue, and I've been eyeing the BTArtbox one for a while, but I haven't had a chance to pick it up. So they were kind enough to send this to me as well. So I'm really excited to try it because I love that with using solid nail glues, you don't have to worry about holding down the tip. Once it's down, it's going to stay put. So you don't have to hold it down and try to get your finger in the lamp. It just makes it a lot easier. So taking a quick look at the consistency of it, it does have a little bit of stringiness to it. And this I found really interesting because it definitely is a solid nail glue, but it's a little bit thinner than some of the solid nail glues I've used. You can see it's easy to move around, but it's still nice and thick. So I feel like it's going to be really nice to use. So I'm really excited to give that a try. And also I've got this duo as well. So there is the builder gel. Their builder gel I really like. It is a bit thinner than other builder gels that I've used, but it's really great for protecting your Xcoat tips after you apply them. If you're doing like nail art, things like that. It's just another added protection layer. So there's the builder gel, and the other gel is their top coat. Their top coat I've used before as well, and it is nice and thin, and it is super shiny. I've always been really impressed by the shininess of their gel top coat. So there's that as well, which we'll be using in today's video. So I decided to use blush, I think is the color. And so I went ahead and sized them off camera. So here's how they look. I didn't have to do really much work to them at all. And just taking a quick look at the tips. So you can see at the cuticle area, they are nice and thin, but you can see they're thicker at the free edge area, is what you want to see in the tips because you need that little extra added strength at the free edge area. But you want the thin cuticle area so that it looks a little bit more natural. And so you can see here, it's got a really beautiful apex. It's not too sculpted, but it's not too flat as well. So I'm really happy with these, and I didn't have to do much work at all to the cuticle area or the sizing. They just fit really well. So we're going to go ahead and apply them using this gap filled glue. So I'm just scooping out a little bit of that into the cuticle area of the tip, and then I'm just going to take my little spatula tool and press it down. I like to press it down before I apply it to my nail, and that way I don't have to use pressure to apply it to my nail to get that glue to flow because it is thicker. So it's just better to get, it's easier to get thinner application if you press it down first. So this is all like a learning curve. Like anytime I use a new gel, I have to figure out how much I need. I do end up using a little bit too much with my thumb, but then I kind of adjust, kind of learning how much gel I need, because this is a solid gel, but it is a little bit thinner than some of the other solid gels, which I actually kind of like because the Après Extend Gel Novice is a solid glue gel. It's a little bit thicker than this, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to get thinner layers, where this is a little bit thinner, so it makes it a little bit easier. So I still apply it the same way, where I apply the tip at my cuticle area at a 45-degree angle, and then I slowly start pressing down towards my free edge. And then I did get a little bit of spillage at my cuticle area, so I'm going to make sure to clean that up before I cure it. So once I'm secure, I know the nail's straight. So you can see I'm not even holding it down. And that's what I love about using solid glue gels. So I just flash cured that for 10 seconds just to freeze it in place. And then we're going to move on to the next nail. So I'm going to scoop a little bit of that solid gel into my tip and the cuticle area. And then once again, I'm going to use a spatula to flatten it down. And then I want to flatten it to around where my natural nail bed is. I did realize I probably had way too much gel, so I'm going to remove some of it because I don't want to flood my cuticles. Even though it's easy to clean up, I still want to avoid getting gel on my skin as much as possible. So I'm applying the tip at the cuticle area at a 45-degree angle, and then I'm going to slowly start pressing down towards my free edge. And so I'm going to make sure it's straight. I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to press down a little bit to make sure that it's laying flush against my nail, just making sure that the gel has reached down to my free edge. And so that's how it looks. I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and flash cure it. And in between, as I'm flash curing it, I am putting the lid back on the jar of my gel because I don't want to accidentally cure it, because sometimes the rays from the lamp can go further than you think. So I'm just being extra cautious and putting the lid back on the gel before I flash cure. So I'm going to continue on applying the rest of the tips to my nails. after I finished applying the tips to all my nails, I went ahead and gave them a full cure in my big lamp for 60 seconds. And now that they're fully cured, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of cleanup. So I'm just taking my efile and a mini sanding band, and I'm going to clean up any spillage. The most spillage I had was my thumb. And so I'm just going to take my efile and go around my cuticle area and sidewalls just to remove any of the excess gel. And then while I'm at it, I decided to go ahead and file the surface of my nails. It's probably not necessary because these are matte tips. There isn't a shine to them, so I think I wouldn't have any problem applying gel on top. But I figured since I was already filing around the cuticle area and sidewalls anyway, that I'd just go ahead and file the rest of my nails as well, just to be extra sure I didn't have to worry about anything peeling off these tips. I went ahead and did the rest of my nails off camera, so here's how the mani's looking. I'm absolutely loving this color. They have a beautiful apex, and they look really natural. The shape and length is very wearable and beautiful, but I wanted to glam it up a little bit while still staying minimalistic. So I'm going to do a little bit of a glitter tip ombre using RG08 from Rozy Hip. This is from their White Flash collection. So this is such a beautiful, like light mint seafoamy green type color with a white reflective glitter. It is just so beautiful, and just that little pop of something without being like too bold. But for the glitter tip ombre, I'm just going to apply a little bit of the gel to my free edge. I don't want too thick of a layer because I want to make sure that it's going to cure all the way through. And then once I have a little bit of that gel on my free edge area, I'm going to take my ombre brush and I'm going to lightly start feathering and moving that gel towards the center of my nail. But I'm not going to go that high up. I just want it at that tip area. I just want it to be really subtle. So it's just going to be really easy to move around because this is a very subtle glitter until you put a flash on it. Then it really pops. But I just want to just feather it out, make it look a little bit ombre. And so once I get that, I flash cured my thumb for about 10 seconds. And I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of my fingers. So I'm just applying a little bit of that gel to my free edge area. And then once I have an even layer on my free edge, I'm going to take my ombre brush. You can use any ombre brush and just slowly start lightly moving that gel up a little bit. So you're just kind of making it look a little bit ombre. It's easier to do with like glitters rather than like solid colors. Solid colors, I would recommend using like an ombre sponge, but for with glitters, you can use like an ombre brush and just lightly feather it towards like as high as you want to go on the nail, just to make sure that it's like fading naturally, that it doesn't look like a color block, that's just kind of fading naturally. So I just love like that little pop of something at that free edge area. So we're going to do one last nail together. I'm going to do my middle finger as well. And then after I do the other two off camera, I decided I wanted just a little bit more color. So I'm actually going to do a second layer on all of these just to make it pop a little bit more. As always, I'm going to finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticles with my Scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil. This is in the scent You Bring Me Home. This is one of my top 5 favorite scents from Scales of a Mermaid, so it's a good thing that it's mainline. It's like a really effervescent scent, if that makes sense. It's notes of champagne and clementine and black currant, so it's just a really fresh, bright scent, and I absolutely love it. I do have an affiliate code with Scales of a Mermaid, so if you do any purchases, you can use code GENIE10 to save 10% off your orders. But that pretty much wraps up today's mani, and I just love how quick and simple this was. I just think it's such a pretty mani with such little effort. These BTArtbox tips made it so quick and easy that I always appreciate having them when I'm in a rush. So I hope this video is helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this. It also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.